Well, I've decided to make another head. This time I'm making a lion's head. And it's going to start out, the first, it's going to be a 3-layer head again, kind of like the elephant was. And it's going to be, start out, the first 2 layers are going to be split. I like to angle them a little bit to get the grains going different ways. They tend to be symmetrical anyway. I'm going to use a 5.5-inch pine board again. Just a cheap pine board. That way the grain sticks out a little more. We got the mane here, and then this is the first layer. That's going to be the face. Basically, those will be cut out, glued together. Kind of deviating from some of my earlier plans, where I got a little more detail going on, I guess, in this one, where I'm going to cut out the eye and stuff and do some of that. But okay, so I have all my patterns attached to the boards, and because I'm doing a few of these in half pieces, and I decided to go kind of diagonal in the grain to try and make things more interesting, I'm actually going to cut all those cuts first before my blade gets all bent up and warped, because that doesn't matter so much when you're doing the detail work, but it definitely matters when you're trying to do a straight line. And this is a precision ground tooth blade, so it's pretty good at doing straight lines until it gets a little bent, and then not so much. So I'm going to cut all those out first, and then we're back. So I cut that a little different, where I just kept coming in from the side because of the kind of blade I was using. They don't pivot so well, and it's a little aggressive, so you'd end up with big rotations in there. And it doesn't matter on the outside of the mane if it's exactly perfect, because you want some variance between the two sides, because things aren't perfect. The only thing that I really want on this piece, and it might take some sanding or a planer to make sure they've meshed together nice and flush, because this cut you will see when they're glued together. For this piece, I'm going to leave it with the number 7 PGT blade. These are pretty round, smooth curves. I'll just slow it down a bit from before so I don't accidentally go out of control. I will be cutting this out separately so I can stain it some different colors, with a couple small holes and a little fret blade, probably a number 2 I think I have. But I'm going to just cut out the rough shape first so I can kind of size things up. Well, I might as well cut out this shape too while I'm at it. In the end, I will be cutting these all separate, and I'll use a finer blade for that as well. I'll just cut out the rough shape with this, and then kind of do inbound angle cuts with the precision blade as well. Well, I'll actually do that with a fret blade. That's going to be a little too small for that blade. So, this is kind of the look I'm going to have. I'll stand it up with a variety of colors to try and emphasize that it's aligned. Alright, so for the eyes, I actually drilled these out at 1/16th, not 1/32. I don't know what I was saying before. The idea is kind of, you're drilling the hole where the nose is going to cover it here, and here where it would be in the black part you're staining. I might have got a little close to the pupil there, but it should be all right. then it shouldn't show up quite so much. That is better. Alright, so we're going to just do a quick, I have this piece glued together. Could have did better on the sanding to make that smoother, but then this piece is glued together and I cut these out, obviously. Kind of sanded everything, kind of rounded edges. Dirty there. Rounded the eyeball a little bit. Rounded the bottom here. The top should be covered by that piece. Made some marks on it so I could remember which side was the bottom and which way it was the eye faces, so it fits in better. Same for this, well, same for this side. So this will go in there. And that'll be black, that'll be green, and the pupil I'll just do on with a Sharpie. That'll be kind of like that. And this will kind of line up. Nothing has to be precise in some of this stuff too. It's not a great way to line up some of this. Obviously this will be black. The mouth part will be black. But these two pieces and this, I'm going to try and make on the whiter side, because that's the way they would be in a line. And we end up with, it'll look something like that. I think the grain came out kind of neat. Might have been, if I watched a little closer, which way I was putting things, maybe I could have the grain going more like that on that piece, but oops, well, you get the idea. Anyway, I'm going to start staining the layers. I'm going to start by staining all the black pieces, kind of set those aside, and getting to be time for lunch, so taking a break. Initially I hadn't made a magnet version, but this is my magnet version. I went ahead and did it all here. It's kind of how everything's cut out. In my plans, I say it's not practical to do this, to just color in the nose and mouth and stuff with Sharpie, but I went ahead and cut it out, and I did include a kind of an exploded version of the plan, or that part of the face to cut out. Here we have the finished lion head on the wall with the rest of the heads. I think it turned out pretty good. Other head friends. Anyway, the link below in the description for plans at my Etsy site. Thanks for watching.